Ducks are smart. Ducks know they're hunted, but they also know places where they're not hunted. This is Sackville, New Brunswick, Canada. Sackville Waterfowl Park is such a safe haven, they don't even care if people are around. And because it's a boardwalk and people are confined to the boardwalk, the ducks know no one's ever going to leave the platform. So they just lost all fear altogether. Seriously, if you were a duck and you had a human standing right over your head, wouldn't you at least open your eyes? Imagine this, a waterfowl park right in the middle of town, right next to a university campus, right next to the residential area of town. People walking by here all the time, and the ducks don't care. So what are you going to do with a freshwater marsh right in the middle of town? A lot of towns would just ignore it, let it fester. But Sackville made it into a waterfowl park, and it's one of the most impressive duck parks on earth. Sackville Marsh is all fresh water, but it didn't used to be. When the French Acadian settlers got here, they walled off the ocean and converted as much of it as they could into farmland. And that sealed up some fresh water into this marsh here. Now with all these ducks that are used to people just sitting right here, when new ducks come in and look around and they see all this tame activity, well, they lose their fear almost right away. Here's the secret to the Sackville Waterfowl Park. It's like we're in the cage, like lions or tigers, and the visitors can walk right up to the cage knowing you can't escape. So the ducks know that everybody is confined to this boardwalk and will never leave it. And so they just hang around your feet. People jog by here. People walk their dogs by here. Everything that would normally spook a duck doesn't happen in Sackville Waterfowl Park. One thing to be aware of is the species is going to change as the season goes along. Some will get here later. Right now it's a lot of American widgeon. It's a lot of gabwalls. There's a few teal. No northern pintails, no northern shovelers at all, but they do come through. If you're coming to Sackville, there's one other thing that a lot of people don't know but should, and that's the Tantramar itself. When the Acadians got here, they knew all about ditch digging. They knew about clearing marshes for farmland, and that's what they did. So this is all ditched by hand centuries ago, and the whole marsh drained, and it's now agricultural area. So the canals are still here, the dikes are still here, even some old wooden artifacts like this bridge, covered bridge from yesteryear. So for them, because they had all this experience in France of clearing marsh, it was a lot easier than clearing a forest, especially with all the stumps and rocks. And so here it is. And here's what you should really know. During the day, over these big fields, northern harriers, most of the year will be foraging out here. When the sun goes down, right at twilight, short-eared owls come out. If you get out here first thing in the morning, you'll hear the Virginia rails complaining to each other a lot. Just a baby. It was all black a little while ago, and now it's coming into its orange, but the bill is still dark. Kind of impressive. The swamp sparrows come early in the season, April arrival, and then leave late, and they're still singing. When you can almost reach the bottom, and you keep trying. A little sad when you're that old and you're still begging mom for food. Worst itch ever. Huh, look at that. Duck, duck. Goose. Let's get ready to rumble. So if you're kind of new to birding, how would you know that's a blue-winged teal and not a green-winged teal? How would you know the difference between a gadwall and a widgeon? Well, I think if I get enough new subscribers, I'll do a video on that. Sackville Waterfowl Park. If you ever drive into Nova Scotia, you have to go right by here. The trails, the boardwalk, the ducks, they're unreal. Sackville Waterfowl Park. Ducks love it, and so will you.